Rio Lapindo, what's up, buddy?
Thank you for gathering so much.
For gathering your party before venturing forth. Turkeys, what's up, buddy? You did just a little bit more damage than everyone else.
Charge!
C7 Leas, do I have a job? I do.
Archers, into position. Cover the knights.
Do you have a job? Civil a Carney. Thank you for your Prime Gaming sub, buddy. I appreciate it. Is it a real job? No. Erican says, do you contribute to society? I think I do. I think I do. Like a non-streaming job? No. No, streaming is my job. You know, I'll be honest. When I first started streaming, when I first kind of at the very beginning, obviously just playing games on the internet is you do, like, there's no question, especially because I came from an IT background. I came from an IT job where my job was supporting researchers that were like curing cancer and doing all sorts of amazing stuff. So in my IT job, I felt pretty great there because it's like I'm helping these people do research that could change the world. And I started streaming, and at first I was like, well, I'm just playing video games and stuff and hanging out on the internet, and it's not the same in that regard. But over the years, some of the messages that I've received from people have been nothing short of amazing. They're the types of messages where you fundamentally never feel that you could ever impact someone in a way that some of these people have exclaimed to me in messages. I mean, I've received messages that are pages long from people, like handwritten back when I had a PO box. And I mean, it's really, it definitely puts it in perspective. So it's wild. It's wild. I had somebody who tried to send me a huge amount of money. And the reason they wanted to send it to me is because in their mind, it was thanks to this stream that they decided not to attempt suicide, specifically the community. And they wanted to give me a huge amount of money and like get like a computer to give away and then keep a bunch myself. And it's kind of like, I of course did not take that. But it's like stuff like that is crazy. It's crazy because like you realize that a lot of times doing what we do, the act is definitely, when you boil it down, a relatively simplistic act. But at other times, there are times in people's lives when being able to just hang out with a friendly community and providing that outlet is actually really important. So yeah, it's interesting. My feelings on that have evolved over time, but I definitely these days feel like streamers and people that provide a place for others to just escape for a while, that is absolutely something, as an entertainer, is contributing to society in some ways, for sure. Absolutely. And I have not always felt that way. It kind of took me being on this side to kind of really fundamentally understand that.
We will fight to
So,
the end.
Find the captain at
it's wild,
Hachi.
man. It's wild. Like another good example is there's a member of our community. I'm not going to say his name because I don't know how public he is with this, but there's a prominent member of our community who is an ER surgeon, and he has multiple times over 7-8 years talked about how he will have incredibly stressful nights, and that there have been many times when he has just been like so stressed and not wanting to do anything and considered quitting his job basically literally saving lives. But he said that he is so thankful he can come to our community and just escape all that and relax. And most importantly for him, it recharges him. And then what does he do? He goes to work the next day and literally saves people's lives. So it's like, that's wild stuff. I mean, those are specific examples, but there's also thousands of examples like that. So, you know, it's pretty wild, man. It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. So in a lot of ways, I guess what I'm trying to say is what we do here is not direct contribution, but we can vicariously help people in their own ways, in their own lives. So it is by no means a direct contribution. I am not making society better by sitting here playing Lost Ark for you. But at the same time, it's providing a service so that you can do whatever you need to do to go out and contribute in my stead. How's that? So that's why I should get 10% of your earnings, is what I'm trying to say. That's really what I'm trying to say at the end of the day. I deserve like a double-digit portion of your income, because frankly, without this, I mean, could you really do what you do? So I think that's fair. I do. I think that's fair. I'll just have the lawyer send the paperwork tomorrow. It's just a few, you know, just the John Hancock in a few lines. It'll be quick and easy. Yeah. That sounded legit until you wanted my money.
Demur's side is safe for now. Thank you.
I like that.
Arrived.
I was with you until you
were
started
gone.
asking me for my money. Yeah. Anyone have a good site for different builds on this game? I don't actually. That's not the first. You're not the first person to ask that, and I don't know the best place to forward people to that want like interesting builds and stuff. Chat has been great for builds. I have seen not only did I get my build from the assistance of chat, specifically a dude named Chaos, who's been very helpful, but I've seen people talking about builds back and forth in there for sure. Oh, dude, Drelac, thank you, man. Thank you. I really appreciate that, buddy. I really appreciate that. Yeah, sometimes just being able to come to a community and hang out is also super important. Also, just another little example. And I got this message actually years ago, funny enough, before COVID, but it definitely applied in COVID. There is a member of our community who, and I'm not, yeah, again, I'm very hesitant to say names with stuff like this because I don't want to give personal information. There's a member of our community who basically is essentially in a hospital for 90% of their lives, and they're not in a position where the hospital they're at has anyone they know around them. And I've had discussions with them not only about how much they appreciate where they can actually like have a social outlet in our community, but another interesting conversation me and this person have had is how amazing it is that the internet even allows that kind of thing. Because like, if you think about it, think about 20 years ago, or let's say think about 30 years ago, where if you were bedridden in a hospital, that was it. Like, there was no internet. Unless you wanted to call someone on the phone, like, that was it. Think about people who have chronic illnesses that may mean they will never leave a hospital bed. You can watch TV, maybe talk to some people on the phone, but it's like now, you know, we can go to like a place like where we are now. Like, look at chat right now. There's literally hundreds of people. We're talking, we're having fun, we're chilling. Like this, this is a social experience, man. Like this is for me. I grew up in EverQuest guilds. I grew up online. My brain is wired to get the same type of social dopamine hits from hanging out with people in a text chat room as it does sitting around watching television with actual people. So it's like, for me, like this stuff, like this is huge. This is as much of a social thing for me hanging out with you guys every day as it is probably for you guys coming back. So it's crazy, man. It's a beautiful time. I'll tell you that, man. It is a beautiful time for children of the internet like myself and, well, many of you, obviously. It is a beautiful time. It really is. William Wall with the 5 gift bomb. Thank you, buddy. I really appreciate it.
Hurry and heal the wounded.
Thank you, thank you. Danka Danka. I met my wife playing EQ. That is awesome.
you.
Dapper R.
For you
Dapper
and me.
R with the 5 gift bomb as well. Thank you. Did I work in IT? I did. Yeah, I worked in IT for most of my life. Mm-hmm. Yep. Big IT guy.
What will
Artillerist, I think I have. Yeah. Myth Game Stream says, I also met his wife playing EQ.
Nani?
Wait.
Father Armin has to rest. But he
Plummet,
keeps
is IQ
overworking
stressful?
himself. There are many
It
who
completely
need
depends
your
on
help.
the organization. Unfortunately, my IT job towards the end became unbearably stressful because the organization that I was a part of
Hello.
got mired
I'm
by middle
Marilyn,
management.
the daughter of Sir
And
Harrock.
funny enough, you know what demons are? They're middle managers. They're middle managers that care nothing about the people under them and care everything about getting ahead in their little management rat race hierarchy. That is literally those are demons on Earth. The only time I've ever been shaking with rage in a professional situation
Let's get ready to leave.
was at that position. So don't get me wrong. If you're a middle manager or you know one that's good on you. Like that's a must protect situation. Like put them on a pedestal and double their salary. But yeah, it's oh man, I tell you, dude. I tell you. Oh, there's and this is coming from somebody who worked in it for literally almost decades. There is nothing more soul crushing than being in a job where how much you care or how well you do has absolutely no bearing at all on your compensation, on your work environment, on anything. That's one of the worst things about jobs in this world is that especially salary jobs, because inherently the job is not about doing a good job. Inherently the job is about finding out the least possible work you can put in to maintain your salary. And it's terrible, because what it does is it slowly over time chips away at your soul, because you realize that what you're doing is so absolutely meaningless. It is horrible. It's what got me at IT at the end of the day. And it's such a toxic mentality. Like it makes me realize that it's like every job, every single job ever should have like this is how much you're paid. This is how much you're paid if you do well. And this is how much you're paid if you do extremely well, if you really give it your all. Like every single job in existence should have like a paid tier where it rewards people that put in effort, that try, that do a good job. Even the people like taking orders at McDonald's. I tell you, as somebody who gets fast food, there is such a difference between somebody who's like, hey, how you doing today? What can I get you? Oh, you want to, and what do you want to eat? And don't get me wrong. I have been the person taking that order. I know that those jobs are no fun and they suck, and that if, you know, how can you expect someone to not be like, what do you want to eat? But that's my point. Imagine if that same person going, what do you want to eat, was told, you will get more money per hour if you put in a little bit. I guarantee you that person would take their job just a little bit better. You know, they'd be like, oh, well, at least there's a reason to try. You know what I mean? Like, but no, instead, everybody gets paid the same amount. You're never going to get more for trying. You do the least amount, you're going to get this much. You do the best you possibly can, you get the same freaking amount. Oh man. No. This is not a political thing. This is not, this has nothing to do with politics, what I'm talking about right now. This is not a political discussion. Somebody said no politics. I'm not advocating for any political stance with this. This is just there's nothing political about what I'm saying. And anyone that gets paid could use this. You know what I mean? So anyway, I was just talking about how it's nice to come here and not think about this stuff. So let's not do that. How about that? Let's move on. let's not talk about this. Yeah, let's talk about other things. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring anyone down by that stuff. Because hey, I worked that job for a long time, and I've been there. I've been exactly where I'm talking about now. I like how somebody was like, yeah, let's change it. Go vote. Sorry, voting. That's not, there's no one you can vote for to change it. I'm sorry. That's not really how this works, unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa! Mill SK with the 50 sub. Mill SK, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've been in IT since the 90s. Colleges, freelance, teaching, corporate management, finding a workplace with appreciative coworkers and executives and managers who listen to your input is golden. Yep. I know people that have taken pay cuts to go to environments that are more like that. And they're just happier for it. They're just happier for it. Yep. Das Hibbit, you've also done countless amounts of good things through St. Jude, World Builders, and various other charities, Cohh. Well, thank you, Das Hibbit. And yeah, being in this position and being able to do charity stuff is incredible. Absolutely incredible. We've raised over almost $1 million. Yeah, for different charity events through this channel. Mill SK with the 50 sub bomb again. Oh my lord.
As the advisor of Borea
dude.
Fortress, I was looking
My
for
lord.
a way to weaken the demons.
Whew. Is this a chain? Chain quest. We're gonna leave that for now. That's interesting. What do we have to do? Disable bomb chests of mayhem. Cohh for president? No, not Cohh for president. What do you? First of all, I'd be a terrible president. Second of all, how am I gonna play games for you? Come on, think. I'm president and I couldn't play video games, and no one's happy, man.
We will help. Deathband, charge!
You know, probably
Archers, into position.
the
Cover
Death
the
Band
knights.
is not the. Let's change the name of that. I don't think Death Band. Let's see here. Actually, let's do this. Hey Vito, my pleasure, buddy. Thanks for what you do, for sure. Now, what are we doing here? Destroy ballistas of mayhem and the demons protecting the ballistas. Okay. Where are the actual ballistae? Ballista. Ballistae? Up. Those are up here somewhere. Clear. Are you dead? Now you're dead. I've never played a Lego game. Maybe I'll do a Lego game eventually, but yeah, I've never actually played it.
How's that? We'll crush you!
The Great Ashen.
I missed the bongos. All you got to do is ask, buddy. I will happily bongo your bongos. Yeah, the PvP win counter's bugging for some reason. I'm hoping that it'll like update and get fixed. I think we've won probably like 20-ish games, maybe 15 to 20. Maybe more now. We've done a lot of PvP. super bongos.
My baby! Umar's beard. At this rate, the forge will...
What? Oh, okay. Oh my god. We're up against 2 tier 1s and a 13? What? Oh, this team is going to be rude. How's the studio coming along? Very well. Yeah. Gonna go be working on it here in a minute. A hot minute. Wow, that just shattered me. I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh my god, we killed that guy. Yeah, we totally womboed him. It was great. Got them both. Ha ha! Jerks! All right, let's go. Boom! gonna be a tight one. I guess I should probably just run. Oh, he got out like right at the end, dude. No, I'm out of abilities. Oh, dude, we're winning. Holy shit. Oh my God, no way. Wow. Damn.
Applause, please.
That was crazy. That was crazy. What a great round. Wow. That was fun. Do do do. Do 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 do. Ooh. Cool. All right, let's keep going. Do 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 do.
The flame. Oh dear. The forge flames seem to be going out. We kept them alive for so long.
I think it's gonna be rough logging in tomorrow. I would not be surprised. Yeah. Yeah. Red Dragon Rob, we can only hope, right? We can only hope.
Time to fight with a hammer.
Doesn't do what he doesn't want to do.
How can I make weapons when the fire's...
It'll be difficult to get any practical advice from you.
You can't make the weapons because the forge cooled down? That's just Boruto. You can't make the weapons because the forge cooled down? That's just Boruto trying to whine his way out of work.
Need a bunch of iron. That tune has been stuck in my head for a bit. Oh. Oh wow, this guy is kind of beefy. See ya. Stop. See ya.
Wow. You have quite the drive.
I do. I'm super, super driven. Do.